welcome to Learning Fun Zone podcast series. I am your host Harshada Sagade, a passionate educator, tech mentor, and founder of Learning Fun Zone, where we make coding and AI fun and accessible to kids of age 8 to 14 years. With over 10 years of experience in IT industry, my passion now is to teach AI and coding and inspire and mentor young minds through creative coding, real world tech projects, and future ready skills. We are thrilled to have with us once again a very special guest today, Dr. Siddhartha Ghosh, who has already shared incredible insights with us in a previous episode. The response was amazing, and we couldn't be happier to welcome him back for another deep dive session with us. For those who are new here, Dr. Siddharth Ghosh is the head of training and placements at Anurag University, a professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering with over 23 years of experience in teaching, research, placements, and academic leadership. He has played a pivotal role in shaping the future of thousands of students. Dr. Ghosh has completed his BE in NIT Agartala, M.Tech in Computer Science from Hyderabad Central University, and earned his PhD in Artificial Intelligence from Osmania University. He has over 70 national and international research publications, and his key interests lie in AI, machine learning, data science, deep learning, and NLP. He has also co-authored two books published in the US, received a rupees 10 lakh research grant from DRDO Hyderabad, and played a crucial role in designing and launching the BTech AI program under JNTU Hyderabad in 2019. His excellence has been recognized with multiple accolades, including the Quick Luminary Award and the IBM Best Innovative Faculty Award with a prize of $10,000. His career Over his career, he has successfully mentored and placed close to 6,000 students. Today, we are diving into a super relevant and important topic: generative AI and its role in children's education, the opportunities it presents, concerns around safety and creativity, resistance from traditional mindsets, and how to responsibly introduce AI to our kids. Dr. Siddharth, it's a pleasure to have you back. Thank you so much for joining the podcast today.
Thank you, Harshada. It's always great to get back to you and your team. And I'm pretty sure we are going to have a very nice discussion for this podcast. Let's move ahead.
Okay. So, Dr. Siddharth, for parents and kids listening, could you please explain in simple terms like what is generative AI and why is it so important for our young minds to be aware of it today?
Yeah, very good and basic question, Harshada. If you see the journey of AI or the different steps AI has, artificial intelligence, I need to touch base there and then we'll come to Gen AI, because for the some of the new listeners, it will be a good experience to understand.
Yes, sure.
Artificial intelligence is that part in computer science where we imbibe or input intelligence into a machine or robot or into a software with the help of coding. And of course, a few of the sensors help us to do that if it is something hardware related or robotics related or drone related. How do you incalculate intelligence into a machine or code, or what does it mean? It means that if you give a task to computer for a long time, something like normally personal computer came into existence in 1995, maybe with the help of Windows 95. Before that, computer was there, but people accepted Windows 95 and later Windows 98. If you remember all those, what you can call, cyber cafes used to run on Windows 98 at our RDT. Why I'm saying this? The purpose of using a computer is to make things faster, and if you give a repetitive task to a computer, it does very well without asking you any question. Whereas human being normally may not accept the repetitive task again and again to do. But computer is very good in repetitive tasks and fast work. Let it be calculation or to solve a problem or to save some data. It was fine for a longer time. But as long as we didn't have the problem of getting huge amount of data, mainly from 2000 onwards, because the personal computer also brought in along with that the personal devices and mobile phones. So automatically the data gathering at server side became very high, and we were bound to use the concept of artificial intelligence to bring intelligence into the picture, normally driven by logic and also driven by data. And the computer started not only solving the problems faster and repetitively, they also started doing it little bit intelligently. So they decided along with the code that this is the task. If you do in this way, fine, but there may be 4 or 5 other ways to do it. The artificial intelligence concept, the logic made your AC smart. It made your car smarter. It make your what you can call personal device or mobile smarter. So you write better code. A simple code, if you take an example, in a mobile, the person you are calling maximum comes into the higher ladder of
Yes.
when you search for a number. It's a basic intelligence. So it is done by logic. So
Okay.
that was the journey of AI using logic and all. Later stage we use machine learning, where data became very high. We made the machine to work intelligently, not just by the logic, but the logic developed on the basis of data. And we used a couple of algorithms there to make the machine to learn from the data, and something like handwriting recognition to find whether the spelling is correct or not. All these things we started doing because machine learned from the existing data points. Later stage, moving ahead in this journey after machine learning, in a particular time when a smartphone became very common to each and everyone, we found the data from which computer or codes or software is learning, what we call machine learning, is not enough to handle the huge kind of data came into the existence. Here comes the inclusion of deep learning, where you use the neural networks to understand huge amount of data, where machine learning algorithms become little bit rigid or challenging for us. The deep learning gave us the solution to use huge amount of data and come with the very faster solution. Example, the best example might be Aadhaar. The Aadhaar concept or software, it takes all your biometrics for all the Indians. So
Yeah.
plus 120
Huge
crores or
data.
130 crores people database. In a fraction of seconds, if you give your user ID password, it connects with the database, tells you are the right person or not through different processes. That goes for deep learning basically. Now moving ahead the final level, now I can define the generative AI. People then decided when based upon data through machine learning and deep learning, I am able to identify handwriting, I am able to identify what you can call the quality of text, then I am able to identify a face reading or the face is proper or not through face recognition system in Aadhaar. All these things were fine. But the huge amount of data also pushed us to a direction when machine learns so many things in different ways, can it generate something by its own with just giving a question? Can it generate? What kind of generation? Can it generate text by itself? Can it generate image by itself, video by itself? If it is able to do, we call the domain of computer science as generative AI, including some intelligent content and answers for you based upon the previously collected data, historical data. The machine is trained, the machine is tuned, a fine art has been added, and finally a proper feedback or what you can call creation is given to us in the form of text, image, video, reports, Excel sheets, code is today called generative AI. So I'll close the first answer here that generative AI is that domain of computer science and artificial intelligence today where machine creates content for you in the form of image, video, as well as other formats like presentation and all. And one important point here is that there is a big difference between a Google or search engine versus generative AI tool. In
Yeah.
Google, when you give the keywords or a sentence, it searches and find out the existing content created by others and
Yeah.
give directly to you. There might be 200 content found. It will give you those 200 content with links, and also it may do some ranking. That's it. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't create anything. In generative AI, when you give something to ChatGPT or DeepSeek or Gemini, if you give something, what it does, it basically doesn't just bring those 200 content link in front of you. No, it doesn't do search. Basically, the searching is done long back. It curates it, what you can call tweak, and then it, what you can call, prepare the answer for you in a format which will be acceptable for you. So here comes, there we call, in a search engine, keywords. In generative AI we call prompt. So the keywords versus prompt, there is a proper and big difference. And I stop my first answer here, and I hope I'm able to make people understand what is generative AI.
Yes, yes, sure, definitely. Like you gave so many real world examples. Like I would say that Aadhaar card, like it's a huge data, and it's really fascinating how we are able to use this in our day-to-day worlds. And those of who, I think, even creating PPTs was a big thing. From like I learned about creation of PPTs using AI tools, so it saved a lot of time. Like creating one PPT would take, I would say, one week for me to be so much perfect, and this font, that font. And when I tried AI, it was really beautiful. Like the way it just took 5 minutes of me like giving proper prompts. I was able to do it. So there are so many ways. Now AI is very much helpful in studies, in teaching. That's really nice. Yes. Now, so I have a question. Like many parents, like I get to teach kids and teenagers. So many parents worry about introducing AI to kids, and there are some concerns about, I would say, privacy, screen time, and whether kids might share their personal data unknowingly. So I generally, when I teach to kids, I tell them that you should never mention your name, surname, or you should never mention your pin code or your proper address to AI. You can just use it as a tool and create your own, or use it as for learning anything, for learning any language, or learning new things. You can use it definitely. But I just want to ask you about, is it safe to use tools like ChatGPT or DALL-E or any other AI apps for kids? And what can we do about like for the privacy concerns? Yeah, if you have any insights on that, you could really help.
Uh, yeah, very good question. At the same time, you need to understand the kind of privacy which is very important for adults may not be that important for a kid. Why? Because as an adult, we work for an organization or we have our own business to run, and there are a lot of important data which we are not supposed to share online. That is one way people should take care. Now, coming to the kids, normally if they are using Google search engine as well as prompts in generative AI, normally it doesn't ask for name, roll number, phone number, or parent site. Not required. In many cases, for form fill up, to use some content, they may ask for a marketing purpose to collect those data. But I didn't see as on today much harm if it is used in a proper way. Now, generative AI is a tool which is also developed keeping in mind in many of the cases, it will not respond to you. As a very important example, uh, you cannot create real cyberbullying content to generative AI.
Okay.
If you give someone also, I want to send a hate message to one of my friend or neighbor or someone I don't like and create a excellent content. Some terminologies are not taken care of by generative AI very wisely and precisely, so that part we can, what you can call, rely on them. Even in image generation, it not doesn't create a image which is of a human being who exists on earth. Now you providing your image and changing in some way, something like a cartoon figure of self, giving a self image. uh, yeah, many cases we may think whether the image will be used wrongly or not, but the industry or the brands who have developed those kind of tools, they are highly recognized and what is highly respected brands in the society or in the whole continent, in the whole world. We can depend on them, like Gemini by Google. So you know the status of Google and giving us the support of years in the form of Google search engine. We can trust on them. But again, I'm saying in the prompt creation, the use of personal inputs are very less. But in few cases, we see like generative AI used in creation of stories where I can give Siddharth. So you can ask generative AI create a small story with 500 words. And the story will be of a small boy named Siddharth and a dog named, say, Ranju, and then give us a story in a riverbed side where both were spending a summer holiday in a Sunday. If this is my prompt, yeah, I'm using Siddharth and the dog's name,
Yeah.
may not be that harmful while creating such stories. So that's my input. We can give the devices like ChatGPT, Gemini, or DeepSeek to the kids. But of course, yes, maybe in the next questions once we discuss, we'll also try to touch base the points when to give and how much to give those tools to the kids for their use. What
Yes.
way?
Yes, yeah. Thanks for your insights. So yes, I also definitely introduce some tools to kids, but I make sure that it is kid friendly tool. Like even I introduce code.org, Hour of Code. So all these websites are very much trust friendly. Like they are made for kids, and millions of kids around the world are already using them to create their code, write their code. So there is no harm in giving their username or email address of the parents, or because that way they will be getting a password and login. So I don't think these kind of kid friendly websites are definitely supporting kids. And yeah, and just one more question, like for tools like to generate image or photos, that is bit risky, I would say, right? Like for the Ghibli art, some people were posting, right? We had to add our photo, and we were getting a Ghibli image card that was quite trending. And like, should we be cautious about uploading pictures, personal pictures, or something? What do you think about that?
Uh, we are already in a world where many things of ours are already shared.
Yeah, already we
So
have our shared
we
all
already
mobile
have,
data, I would say.
yeah,
Yeah,
our data. We are going ahead, and for last so many years, we are uploading content in the Facebook. Why to blame kids? The parents are uploading photographs, their kids' photographs are included, right?
yeah,
Let it be Instagram or Facebook, and we give it proudly. We give it with the pleasure that we have gone with family to Himachal Pradesh and Goa, and that's where we have visited the place. So it is already there. We cannot just blame the kids not to upload a photograph or this, that, and if some photograph or personal data is what you can call changed by some unknown people or these that wrongly used, number one, they will never stop who are doing. And number two, there is a way, there is cyber crime cell, and there is supportive police department. We have new IT rules in India. We can just approach something like a very simple question you should understand. Someone will tell you the outside world is not good. Thieves are there, robbers are there. So never in my life I will not wear gold jewelries and diamond jewelries. Will it work? It will not work because we know the outside not may not be that trustworthy, but at the same time you have a faith on the system, in the society, on the people, on police department, and equally when you go into the cyber domain or virtual world, you need to go with that same trust and faith. Yes, here and there some people may face the issue of uh, personal data and privacy has been compromised with some people. We need to take it strongly and stand by with the kids if some small mistake happens here and there. The virtual world versus the real life world, I feel there's not much difference what is happening there and here. If you are sending your kid to a school and he is uh, prone to attack by other kids or anything on the way while going traveling by bus or auto, and that is the normal world, or we maybe even train them that he should be aware if he's walking or going to sports for sports in a sports field, that he should be away from dogs or stray dogs. Everything we teach them, and these are the basic learning of life. Same way, the cyber world is very much open. The time you are giving your mobile phone to your kids, number one, we need to know that whether he or she is capable of doing it. The kids are not eating, crying, so you open some cartoons or serials and give the mobile to kid when they are not even know what is this device and how to use. I came across a family. They were in a very tough situation to take out the mobile from a kid of 7 to 8 years old, and they gave the mobile at 3 years only because he's screaming, he's not crying, he wants phone to eat. At 7 8 years, they found he's liking all film songs of Hindi movies, otherwise he will not eat. So there was the issue like some of the things or dance or whatever songs are not acceptable at the age of 8. So parents face a real tough time to take away the mobile phone from his hands at the age of 8. Where we are thinking that it should be given.
Yeah.
Now, same way, if the kind of threat we are thinking in the cyber domain, and basically as your channel is for 8 to 14, let me target this 8 to 14 only. That yes, parents should uh, help the kids to understand the issues, and when they are giving a device or already device is at home, let it be computer, a laptop, or a personal device or a mobile, they should be given with few what you can call specific caution point, as well as inputs and guidelines that what need to be done and not need to be done. The schools also should be doing it today, and you have taken a lot of responsibility in that direction. So congratulations to you, and I really feel experts like you in this domain will create new dimensions over to you.
Thanks a lot, sir. Yes, and like surely, like I take it as a I would say as a goal for me. Like we are trying to create a safe platform for kids, online community for kids, where kids can share their projects, share their ideas, and meet fellow coders and enjoy their time online. We are trying to use the same screen time, but to make it more productive and use their creativity. And I would say kids will like have the best memories, like while creating such new things, just like how we teach painting to kids and they really enjoy it. The same way creative coding is something which they will enjoy, and this will really add something to their portfolio. So